management agencies are struggling every day. What are the problems they face? First, long queue. Why queue? Too many people, or the service just not efficient enough. Second, their office hour is inappropriate. When the residents work, they work. When the residents don't work, they don't work. The residents have to take a day off just to settle a small issue or to make payment to the maintenance fee. Third, both parties bad-looking face. Well, we heard this a lot. When they meet each other face to face, they just don't like each other. They are just showing bad attitude face to each other. Fourth, pay online and WhatsApp or email the receipt. Yes, many residents use this method to communicate with their management agency now. For example, they send the receipt of payment via WhatsApp. Imagine the amount of work the property management staff facing by entering the receipt every day one by one. And the worst is, when the residents make payment, they forgot to notify. This ends up with a huge amount of unidentified amount in bank account. Throughout these years, we meet property management agencies, management committees, residents associates. We meet them, hear them, trying to understand how the industry running their nature day by day. While everyone trying hard to maintain a harmonious living environment, hoping the property's value can be maintained or appreciated, still, there are many problems rise between the property management agencies and the residents. As a chairman of a committee, what are the problems you usually face with the property management office admin clerk?
I think usually the problems that's being faced by the admin clerks are sometimes when the residents they pay their maintenance fees through online and they didn't send in the payment slips, then they'll face the issue of knocking off which unit. So it will come and identify a collection. Sometimes this number can actually grow to be a very big amount.
Do you think the residents like to settle their issues with management office clerk face to face? Yes or no, and why?
I think both yes or no, because those who are more elderly, they will prefer to come to the office to settle it face to face. Of course, those younger generation who actually they are able to accept to handle it online. Due to MCO, a lot of things has been changed to not face to face. So I mean, the general public have to just accept it. So a lot of inquiries on whether there is any application or any other channels that can be used to communicate with the management office rather than coming to the office directly.
Do you think the working hour of management office is serving the residents' needs at the right timing?
Okay, in terms of the office timing, I think usually it will be like following office hours, probably 9 to 5 or 9 to 5:30. Not all residents are actually convenient to actually drop by to office at this time. And even from some of my friends, I understand that some their condos management even have to open Saturday afternoon, or some even they open on Sunday. So I think there's no, right timing. I think of course everyone, the best is 24/7. That's the best.
Okay, how to reduce cash fraud cases, which the many condo is facing now, because I think this is quite severe.
Yeah, I think cash fraud cases, this is very common. Even I've personally seen it before. So the best is to have cashless collection. So that's why over these few years, we actually would recommend that use online payment or even e-wallet, which is cashless. Then also, not only the cash fraud cases, or even the cash in transit risk is reduced.
When do you think it's time to implement a community app in the community?
Anytime, that if possible now, because that will actually reduce a lot of communication issue, reduce a lot of a recording issue. It can also help the management office to do their work more efficiently.
What do you most concern if you choose when you consider implement a community app? What are the features that most concern to you?
Features, I think a community app, everyone in the community have to do their part in maintaining the harmonious communal living. But of course, because we have seen also cases where some of the residents, they are actually not responsible. They like to complain rather than suggest solutions. So sometimes also we even have a malicious attack. So these are the main concerns that the community members have when we implement apps.
So, do you think this pandemic changed the behavior or habits of residents in their way of settle management office issue?
Okay, this pandemic actually speed up the process of changing everything into online or the e-basis, because to reduce the risk of the spread of the virus, even the committee members are instructed management office to follow the MKN or the government this SOP. So that's why the residents and habit, no matter what, must be changed.
Any advice you can give for the other chairmen of a building committee to improve or upgrade their living environment?
Okay, I think as a joint management body committee members, the first thing is because all of the committee members are actually on a voluntary basis. So all of us are actually giving our time to help to ensure that all of us have a good communal living, and also our property is protected to ensure that the value does not go down. So that's why better if there are technologies that comes in, new solutions that comes in that can actually help us to upgrade our living environment, and also all the committee members will not spend too much time on doing this, because everyone has their own job to do or the business to handle.
Above are only the common problems we know. Of course, there are many other problems exist, but let us conclude one root for all these problems. We are just human. Don't get me wrong, there is nothing wrong being a human. Human is smart and flexible, but inconsistent and emotional. Why don't we work out a solution which is consistent and non-emotional? We are solution provider of property management industry. We have been working in the industry for past 7 years. We have successfully implemented the Human Contactless Solution in more than 80 buildings in Malaysia and helped to collect more than 1 million of transactions in the past few months. So, how Human Contactless Solution help in solving the problems that faced by the management agencies? First, reduce manpower. How? Let's automate the day-to-day routine work. Use technology to process it. Automate the works that are repeating and no need to think. Second, reduce human error. After routine work being automated, let the staff do more fault-finding work and learn from it. Third, reduce fraud case. Simple, cashless and keep track of every transaction digitally. Fourth, increase data accuracy. Let the technology guide the residents on each payment or activity, making the records accurate. Fifth, create a harmonious living environment. Of course, this is our ultimate goal. We think a full human contactless solution should be covering from back-end to front-end, from finance accounting system until the community app, from building solution until the visitor management. It should also include other features like raised resident service ticket, booking facilities, e-notice, and many more. A full solution is a combination of PropTech with FinTech and then Living Tech. In our opinion, property management agencies are very important partners in our everyday living lives. They are as important as the providers who provide the services like internet, electricity or water, because they take care of our living environment every day. Let us look at the property management industry's roles in this pandemic. Are they playing important role? Of course, they are more important and needed than ever. Almost all of us are working from home during MCO. We need them to take care of the living environment, tighten the security, handle the cleaning services well, and arrange sanitization routine. At the same time, they must keep their distance from you because they could be in contact with anyone that was infected from COVID-19 from the building. How could we, as a resident, reach them out without contacting them? How can we make payment for the good services they provided? How can we know what is happening in the building we're staying without stepping out from home? If everything still needs to operate manually and physically, none of these can be accomplished without physical contact. Out of the 80 buildings that we implemented, we would like to share with you one case study on how the solution helped the community. This is a site that has been using our solution since 2019. Let us see how our platform helped them collect maintenance fee and sinking fund online. This graph shows that the collection increased by at least 30% since March 2020, which is the first MCO implemented last year, and the collection grows every month consistently. It also shows that the habit and behavior of the residents to pay online is built. Another chart shows that the service ticket residents raise to their management agency. This is a successful case study on how the solution has helped both parties to reach out more efficiently while they are not allowed to contact each other physically. Now, let us show you more studies from overall statistics that we gathered from the data of the platform. Which are the features most being used or needed by the residents? First, making payments. Second, validate registration records. Third, visitor and guard management. From the charts and statistics shown to you, do you see that the platform is gathering more and more data which will help the industry to understand more about the residents' behavior? With more understanding about the behavior of the community, property management agency will be able to provide better service by focusing the manpower at the right place and time. Before we end, we would like to share with you the vision we have about the community when it is transformed into a smart community. The community will be smarter, the living place is secured, messages are alerted to right audience, environment is maintained well with better collection, smart devices in place for better efficiency, and the human is enjoying harmonious living environment. While many smart communities are implemented, they form a smart neighborhood. Information can be shared more widely and efficiently. Security can be increased to wider areas. Residents can enjoy smart facilities even outside their home. Smart transportation can be implemented to serve the human. Finally, we want to conclude that technology is to empower human, not to eliminate it. We have witnessed how powerful our solution can be in playing its role to help connecting humans while they are contactless. We just want to say, we are glad we helped.